Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services. This is a video on daily news and editorial analysis, which I'll be covering from two important newspapers. The first being the Hindu and the other is the Indian Express. So the most important news and editorial of the day would be discussed in this session. Let's get started with news topic list. Today is 12th of January. The first topic is BrahMos advanced variants has been test fired. Second, roadmap for Union Budget 2022-2023. Third is India Korea fresh momentum to bilateral trade. Second last, lockdown in China amid the Omicron fear. And the last is an editorial that extending GST compensation as a reform catalyst. So we'll see and understand the most important relevance of this editorial and how this is going to be important for the mains examination as well. Apart from this news and editorial discussion, there would be some MCQ based questions. These questions would be based on current affairs that will help you for the upcoming prelims examination. So without any further delay, let's get started. And those of you who are new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. If you like this video, if you find this video helpful and informative, do not forget to press a like button. So the first news of the day, that is BrahMos advanced variant test fired. So this is something which is important for General Studies paper 3 on the subtopic, that is achievement of India in science and technology, Indianizations of technology and developing of new technology. So what is this news all about? Recently, the advanced version of BrahMos supersonic cruise missile was testified from INS Vishakhapatnam. This is important. Now, this is an extension of the range missile. We already had a supersonic BrahMos missile, but this is the advanced version where this range has C to C variant for the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile, right? And talking about the speed of this variant, this is 2.8 Mach, almost 3 times equal to the sound. If you talk about the speed of the sound, this is 3 times the sound speeds. So this is again important. Factually, this type of point is important for the prelims examination. They might ask you, तो आपको ये पता होना चाहिए. Now in the Indian Navy, this is the newest indigenously developed guided missile destroyer, which would be boosting our Navy capabilities in terms of getting the advanced supersonic cruise missile. So this is the image. This is the actual side image where this was conducted. And this is the BrahMos missile, which you can see it was displayed. This is the ballistic cruise missile, right? BrahMos. Now something more about BrahMos that you must know. BrahMos is basically a joint collaborations है between India and Russia, right? And BrahMos has been named after the river, that is Brahmaputra in India and Moskva in Russia. And it is capable of launching land, sea, subsea, air against and sea-based target with a range at 290 kilometers, right? Initially, जो इसकी लिमिट थी वो कैप की गई थी 290 kilometers, but actually India has already signed the MTCR basically, that is Missile Technology Control Regime. तो इसको साइन करने के बाद इंडिया की जो कैपेबिलिटीज है वो ग्रेजुअली आगे बढ़ेगी. So following the entry into the club, that India joined the MTCR in 2016. Now India can extend this 290 kilometers to 450 and even to 600 kilometers, right? At the later stage, right? So initially the capabilities or the range that was allocated to India was 290, but when India became the part of MTCR, that is Missile Technology Control Regime, India can extend this range from 450 to 600 kilometers in due course of time. Now, talking about the MTCR, some countries are member. So the recent country that has joined MTCR was India. India joined this in 2016. This is something which is important. They can ask you in statement whether India has joined the Missile Technology Control Regime or not. So just two important points you need to know, that India is the latest one, and China, even China and Pakistan is the not part of Missile Technology Control Regime. So these two factual point is important for the examination. Moving to the other news, that is roadmap for Union Budget 2022-2023. This particular news is important for General Studies paper 3, that is Indian economy issues related to planning, mobilization, growth and development. So very soon government would be presenting the budget and some roadmap has been decided, and the experts are also sharing their opinion that how the budget should go about. So let's understand the detail of this news. So continued push is towards the capital expenditure that government is going to focus in the infrastructure project, right? So this is clear that this time also जो पहले की गवर्नमेंट की स्कीम है नेशनल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पाइपलाइन उस पे फोकस होगी एंड द एंटायर बजट वुड बी focusing the central theme would be on the national infrastructure pipeline. So this is anticipation for the Union Budget 2022-2023. As you know, the date of annual budget has been changed. Earlier it was in March. Now the date has been changed to February. So every 1st of February, the budget is being presented, right? Till 2016, this was presented in March. From 2017 onwards, the date has changed and now the budget is presented on 1st of February, right? Annual budget, or you can say the annual statement that is being presented by the finance minister is under article 112. So these are some of the important facts that you must know. Now moving ahead, a boost for the private sector is something which is again very important in terms of infrastructure. So infrastructure में private sector की क्या role होनी चाहिए, कितनी अहम role है, that we're going to discuss. So the key step to boost the private sector in the capex, that is the capital expenditure, is in the terms of infrastructure sector, and government is trying to remove the BG guarantee procedure, right? पहले किसी भी infrastructure को proceed करने के लिए, start करने के लिए, there should be a BG, right? That is called bank guarantee, which they have to submit to the bank, right? और इसकी वजह से होती क्या थी, जो बहुत सारे फाइनेंसेस होते थे, जो कॉर्पस होते थे, वो स्टक हो जाते थे बैंक के पास, राइट? सो गवर्नमेंट हैज चेंज दिस, नाउ दे कैन हैव अ श्योरिटी बॉन्ड. आई हैव डिस्कस्ड अबाउट द श्योरिटी बॉन्ड, यू कैन चेक इट आउट. बहुत सारे ऐसे श्योरिटी बॉन्ड्स हैं जो कि गवर्नमेंट ने रिसेंटली रोल आउट किए. Now, this has been the key demand for the industry chambers before the budget. So they want कि जो BG में जितने amount रखे जाते हैं, which is being again hold with the bank, that can be utilized for the infrastructure development. Now with typically 20% of the fund is being locked, right? कितने fund lock हो जाते हैं अगर BG में रखे जाए? So BG amount to something around 20% of the total corpus, right? And it would free up to almost 8 lakh crore rupees in the private sector fund. और जो इंटायर NIP प्रोजेक्ट है, नेशनल इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पाइपलाइन की जो प्रोजेक्ट है, जो इंडस्ट्रीज की एस्टिमेशंस हैं, अगर वो यूटिलाइज की जा सके, BG को हटा दिया जाए अगर उससे, तो 8 लाख करोड़ रुपीस तक यूटिलाइज की जा सकती है. Now, key reform in the upcoming budget, what are the major parts that government would be doing? These are the anticipation. Possibly this would be done, especially in terms of privatization that government is coming up with. So, जितने state-owned bank है, basically the focus is on 2 state-owned bank. And some key recommendations on the government company would also be there for the spillover next year. And the finance ministry has rolled out the review meeting with the state department, the ministries, जहाँ पे capital expenditures और जो implementations है infrastructure project को लेकर के वो central theme होगी, and this would be the prime focus under the NIP, that is National Infrastructure Pipeline. Now the project of road and railway sector as well as Jal Jeevan Yojana, the other scheme has changed to Nal Se Jal. Every household should have a tapped water connection by 2024. This is again a timeline which government has provided. So to receive the boost, government has also trying to increase the capex spending around 30% by next year. So these are the priority areas for the government upon which the central focus or the capital expenditure would be allocated more. Now talking about the previous budget, जो कि इससे पहले 2021-2022 की बजट थी, उसमें जो कैपिटल आउटले रखी गई थी for this all, that was 5.5 lakh crore rupees, right? And government has made a provision where 2 lakh crore rupees was allocated to the state as well as autonomous body towards their capital expenditure. Now in terms of national infrastructure pipeline की अगर बात करें, NIP, which was launched in 2020. So the project of infrastructure investment is around 111 crore rupees, right? And financial year जिसके लिए allocate की गई है, that is for 2020 and 2025 to build the infrastructure across the country, right? तो इसके बहुत सारे major component हैं. National infrastructure pipeline is itself very important for prelims as well as for the mains examination. इसको आप दोनों perspective से देखें, questions दोनों में पूछे जा सकते हैं, right? So and although the theme line of the government, so possibly general studies के paper 3 में और prelims में economy sections में question बनेंगे. India Korea fresh momentum to bilateral trade. This particular news is important for General Studies paper 2, bilateral regional grouping and agreement, evolving India's and affecting India's interest. Now, India has stressed the need that both India and South Africa, need to upgrade the process of comprehensive economic partnership agreement, also known as KEPA. Right? इस पे काम करने की जरूरत है. And India has a firm belief that definitely there is a lacking in terms of relationship between India and South Korea in the partnership. So both countries have agreed to promote extensive business to business, also known as B2B, interaction on the trade and investment. So what India is looking forward कि trade और investment हमें साउथ कोरिया से बढ़ाने की जरूरत है. And India has also raised the issues of concern such as large trade deficit which is existing with the country of South Korea and industry demand for the greater market access and non-tariff barrier, right? So India although is of the opinion that red tapeism जो non-tariff barriers हैं उनको हटाया जाए, and even FTA, the free trade agreement है, that should be implemented at the earliest so that the trade and industry and investment can be promoted. India and South Korea are set to accelerate the discussion on upgrading the bilateral trade agreement that was actually signed in 2009. Now, annual bilateral trade की बात करें, what is a figure that we have in terms of comprehensive economic partnership agreement, which will definitely help to enhance the trade and economic ties between India and South Africa. जो annual trade की अगर बात करें, this is for 2018 before COVID. So इस समय 21.5 billion की रही है, which has crossed 20 billion mark for the first time in the relationship between India and South Korea. However, जो bilateral trade है, that has slipped to speed of COVID-19 in March 2020. Or trade between two countries were almost worth of 16.9 billion during December-January 2020. Right. So because of the COVID and certain restrictions, the mark was not as compared to 2018, which has crossed 21.5. Right. So crossing the 20 billion mark for the first time in 2018 only. Now talking about North Korea top 10 exporter partners, कौन से trading partners है? The first being China, second is India, right? This is a data for 2018 again. We do not have latest data as of now. Followed by Philippines, Taiwan, France, Mozambique, Russia, Brazil, and Burkina Faso. So these are the country which is actually having a trading partner with North Korea, and India being the second country. Export or import की बात करें, basically both countries looking forward for the export and import. So India total export to South Korea in the financial year was about $4.68 billion. That is against the import of 12.77 billion. So we import more rather than we export. So क्या क्या ऐसी चीजें हैं जो इंडिया इंपोर्ट करती है साउथ कोरिया से? That is the microphones, camera, and key electronic equipments, right? As you know, South Korea is a company which is technologically advanced. और अगर बात करें जो साउथ कोरिया वो हमसे क्या एक्सपोर्ट करती है, हमारे से क्या लेती है, दैट टेक अल्यूमिनियम एंड मिनरल फ्यूल्स. सो दीज आर द थिंग व्हिच इंडिया import to South Korea. Still, the potential is there in very other sector. We need to have enhanced cooperations such as manufacturing, food processing, electronics, biotechnology, research and development. So these are the key area where more relationship and more MOUs, that is the memorandum of understanding, can be established that both countries can work together. Now, talking about the stronger ties, this is an infograph which will give you a brief idea that how India and South Korea can explore the new area of trade. Korean firms are keen on buying the organic cotton handicraft from India, and Indian want Korean food products, cosmetics, and toys. Right? There are many Korean brand. In some of brand that has come to India recently was Miniso, Uniqlo. There are other brand that has come, right? So both side has seen the reduce in import dependence on China. But Korean companies also want कि जो industrial item है वो India से भी import की जा सके. And India import goods worth around 15.6 billion in the financial year. और South Korea ने export किया almost 4.84. So these are some of the important data, relevant data that you might use if a question arises a bilateral relationship between India and South Korea. Lockdown in China amid Omicron fear. We are discussing this news to understand that China is following a zero COVID policy, right? Despite this fact, the country is facing the cases of Omicron. This particular news is important for general studies paper 2, issues related to development and management of it, right? So as you know, virus is something which multiply, which has a multiplier effect that we can see evident in China. China में जीरो कोविड स्ट्रैटेजी होने के बावजूद भी वहाँ पे ओमिक्रॉन के केसेस मिले हैं. थाउजेंड ऑफ द रेसिडेंट as has been diagnosed with the new variant infection, right? So the timing of particular concern because Chinese authorities इस टाइम पे विंटर ओलंपिक्स की तैयारी कर रही हैं और चाइना की जो अपनी न्यू ईयर है, दे आर फॉलोइंग देयर ओन कैलेंडर, राइट? China follow its own calendar and did not go by the global calendar that is 1st of January. Their new year start in February, first week of February. So उस चीज की वजह से सेलिब्रेशन वहाँ स्टार्ट थे एंड दिस हैज लेड to the mass gathering which ultimately has led to the spread of Omicron variant. Xi'an, जो capital है संघाई की, that has been the epicenter for this particular variant. Almost 2,000 cases were recently reported and the lockdown has been imposed. Fresh restrictions लगाई गई हैं. Hong Kong is a country with main business center in China. They were put in place जहाँ पे evening curfew के बावजूद भी ज़्यादा restrictions लगाने की ज़रूरत पड़ी because there was a lot of commodity transition and even the astonishing part is that some of the controversy arises because senior government officials और कुछ law makers थे जिन्होंने पार्टी अटेंड की, उसमें 2 लोग COVID positive with Omicron थे, right? So this is a concern that the transmission or you can say the community transmission is taking place. Hong Kong has announced that 2-week suspension from the flight of 8 countries. उन्होंने कुछ 8 कंट्रीज से अपने फ्लाइट को सस्पेंड की है which include India as well, India, Australia, US, UK, Canada, France, Pakistan and Philippines. So what we need to get a takeaway from this news, see, despite having zero COVID strategy, these countries and many other developed countries are having the worst situation. Even the experts are of the opinion that this infection of COVID-19 of the Omicron variant is inevitable. So what we need to do, we need to have appropriate COVID protocol procedures that went into place. We need to wear masks and thoroughly wash our hands. These are some of the basic things that at least we can follow in India. Extending GST compensation as a reform catalyst. This particular news is important for General Studies paper 2. Government policies and intervention for the development of various sectors and issues arising from it. This particular editorial has been brilliantly written by M. Govinda Rao. He is a former director for National Institute of Public Finance and a member of 14th Finance Commission. So let's understand what the editor want to make you understand through his editorials. We'll understand something very important. So under this editorial, there are 4 important subheads that I'll be discussing. First is the promise of compensation in the GST, shortfall in the payment to the states, need for reform and conclusion. So the entire editorial talks about GST roadmap and its reform. So one by one, let's see the implementation of GST, which was actually being taken after the consent of the states. सारे states को trust में रखी गई थी कि cooperative federalism promote करने के लिए would be coming with the GST where there would be one nation, one tax. This was one nation, one tax. This is what the opinion was that during that point of time. And state was said that there would be adequately taken into consideration if any shortfall occur, right? So both state and union joined their rational cascading domestic trade taxes and evolve a value taxes on the goods and services, right? How GST is performing now, we'll see that. And the COVID situation has also worsened the cess part, right? So promise of compensations, जो कि यूनियन गवर्नमेंट की थी सारे स्टेट से, the union government has promised that any loss of revenues that would be made to the state government would be compensated by the central government for 5 years. यहाँ पे promise की गई जो यूनियन गवर्नमेंट है वो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट को 5 ईयर तक compensate करेंगी जो भी शॉर्टफॉल होगी उनके पास, राइट? सो द कंपनसेशन वॉज टू बी कलेक्टेड विद द एक्चुअल शॉर्टफॉल जो जीएसटी के कलेक्शन हो रही है और यूनियन गवर्नमेंट उनको उतनी कंपनसेशन देगी. सो ये माना गया था कि जो 2015-16 में जो एनुअल ग्रोथ रही है हर एक जगह की ऑलमोस्ट 14% स्टेट्स के लिए रखी गई और इससे कम अगर उनकी ग्रोथ उनको टैक्सेस मिलती है तो वापस से अलग से union government would be providing them the cess part, right? So the finance compensation that was required as a GST compensation cess was levied on various other items which include tobacco product, automobile, coal, solid fuel, manufacturing of lignite, pan masala and irritated waters. So the cess was, the union government was trying to collect cess from this particular items, but even the things is getting worse because of the COVID-19. सो शॉर्टफॉल हुई है स्टेट्स को जो पेमेंट करनी थी सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट को, उसमें बहुत सारी शॉर्टफॉल देखी गई. ऑलमोस्ट इन 2018 एंड 19 द शॉर्टफॉल वाज 24,947. दिस वाज प्री कोविड. जस्ट टू मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड, ये प्री कोविड से पहले की डेटा है. उसके बाद जब से पेंडेमिक स्टार्ट हुई है कंट्री में, उसके बाद सिचुएशन और वर्स्ट हुई है, और ये जो शॉर्टफॉल 24,947 की थी, ये बढ़ करके 3 लाख करोड़ रुपीस तक पहुंच गई, राइट. And out of this 3 lakh, government has only given 65,000 crore rupees, right. What is the remaining shortfall? The remaining shortfall is of 2.35 lakh crore rupees, which union government has to pay, right. The government decided to pay 1.1 lakh crore rupees, and they have borrowed this amount from the Reserve Bank of India on a special window. और ये window के बाद government क्या करेगी, union government, they would also pay the interest and repayment that would be collected फ्रॉम द कंपनसेशन सेज इन फ्यूचर. अगर ये फ्यूचर में कलेक्ट होती है तो वापस इसको आरबीआई को रीपे किया जाएगा. सो द अग्रीमेंट टू पे द कंपनसेशन ऑफ द लॉस रेवेन्यू वाज अ पीरियड व्हेन 5 ईयर विल कम इनटू एंड बाय 2022. सो दिस ईयर जो 5 ईयर की प्रॉमिस की गई थी यूनियन गवर्नमेंट की तरफ से, वो एंड होगी. बट द स्टेट आर ऑफ द ओपिनियन, बिकॉज ऑफ द कोविड, द थिंग्स हैज नॉट वर्कड विद द स्टेट. They would definitely look forward to continue. Let's see what government is deciding, whether they is extending this or not, or this would be ending in June 2022. That government and state has to be in consensus before getting the actual decision. Now, what are the needs that are required? What are the reform that need to be there? So it is necessary to bring petroleum products, real estate, alcohol, human consumption and electricity into GST. और प्रेजेंट जो जीएसटी के स्ट्रक्चर्स है वो काफ़ी कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. वी हैव 4 स्लैब इन जीएसटी एज ऑफ नाउ. द फर्स्ट बीइंग 5%, सेकंड है 12%, थर्ड इज 18% एंड अदर इज 28%. इसके अलावा कुछ लग्जरी आइटम्स की अलग अलग परसेंटेज रखी गई है, लाइक फॉर द प्रीशियस आइटम, फॉर सेमी प्रीशियस, फॉर मेटल, फॉर लग्जरी आइटम, दिस वेरी फ्रॉम 15 to 96%, राइट. सो दिस इज अ कॉम्प्लिकेटेड टैक्स स्ट्रक्चर, जिसके वजह से जो हमारी टैक्स सिस्टम है, जो टैक्स के अथॉरिटीज़ हैं, they are not understanding that very freely, right. So these are the problem that is existing, and these reform is essentially required. Now, how to conclude this editorial? Talking about the conclusion, extending the compensation payment or the loss of revenue in the next 5 years would be something very important, right. And only because of this transit, GST is underway to provide comfort to the state. So if states are not taken into considerations, जो स्टेट्स की प्रॉब्लम है, अगर उसको गवर्नमेंट एड्रेस नहीं करेगी, तो फिर इससे इस जो शॉर्टफॉल चल रही है सेस की, उसको पूरा कर पाना काफ़ी मुश्किल होगा. सो द फर्स्ट एंड फॉरमोस्ट इज दैट द टेनोर विच इज एंडिंग इन जून 2022 शुड बी एक्सटेंडेड. दिस डेफिनेटली इज अ डिमांड ऑफ द स्टेट्स. एंड जीएसटी इज ऑलमोस्ट अ सोर्स ऑफ रेवेन्यू टू द स्टेट्स एंड हैज़ अ सीवियर इफेक्ट ऑन देयर पब्लिक डिलीवरी सिस्टम, राइट. जो भी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट की पॉलिसीज़ होती है, वेलफेयर प्रोग्राम्स होती है, वो सारे इस फंड, इस कॉर्पस से ही बनाई जाती है, और उनको टाइम पे ये कॉर्पस नहीं मिलने की वजह से काफ़ी सारी परेशानियां हुई हैं. नाउ दिस विल अगेन बी इंसेंटिवाइजिंग द अकॉम्प्लिशमेंट ऑफ द रिफॉर्म in true spirit of the cooperative federalism. To ensure the true spirit of cooperative federalism, it is very important that the union government should take the trust of the state government, and they should work together to ensure that the comprehensive development, the sustainable development of nations should take place, right. So ये काफ़ी important होगी. Budget would be the roadmap to decide upon how the tax, the cess collection would work both for the state as well as for the central government. Now, this was all about the editorial. Just to tell you about the courses of UPSC Prelims Test Series. ये एक टेस्ट सीरीज है जहाँ पे 60 हाई क्वालिटी टेक्स्ट आप ले सकते हैं विद highest gazetted magazine at affordable price. The link is there in the description section. You can check it out and you can buy the course from that link directly. Now, moving to the MCQ questions of the day. Before I proceed, just to tell you the answers of yesterday's question. For first question, the correct option is B. For second question, the correct option is again B. For both the questions, the option is B. You check out what you have marked as a correct option. Today's MCQ, SanDisk recently seen in news, is related to which of the following? Is a GI-enabled tracking system for sand dunes, social security scheme for differently abled, instant messaging app on the Government of India, and a news of fertilizer developed by the ICR in New Delhi. So if you know, do check it out. If not, you have to seek for the correct answer. Second question for your practice, that is Security Appellate Tribunal. Consider the following statement. SAT is a statutory body established in the provision of SEBI Act 1992, and the presiding officer of SAT shall be responsible for by appointed by the President of India. Okay. You have to see and check out what are the important points that is relevant for the examination. So this was all about the daily news and editorial analysis discussion along with the MCQ questions. If you have any other concern, you can let me know. I'll be more than happy to assist you. For time being, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for watching this video.